Hi. I couldn't wait till 4. I had to start now. Now or never. I'm drinking some tea. What about you? Well, as I said, I couldn't wait till 4 o'clock. I had to start right away. And I don't know why I'm like that now because I've been procrastinating all day. Yes, very much so. By the way, my name's Norma-Jean. My father's name was Norman. My mother's name is Jean. Aren't they clever? My mother said she had no idea Marilyn Monroe's name was Norma Jean when she named me. So, so she says. So anyway, what's new? Oh my gosh. When I get that question, I think, oh man, what do old people do all day? I don't know. What am I supposed to be doing? And what could possibly be new? Because, there could be some really good stuff. Yeah, for sure. Right? But I bet everybody would know that or whatever. Probably, like if I was planning on a vacation or something. Um, so what could possibly be new, I wonder. So I asked my friends, what do they do? What do you do all day? Nobody likes that question. I'm trying to think, like, am I missing something? You know, is there something that's happening that I could know about that could be very cool? I haven't heard of it. Yeah. Apparently, routines are good for people. That's a problem. That is a problem because I'm not good at those. And plus, I've heard that people that when they start to lose their memory and stuff, not that I am yet, although I question every time I forget something. However, but like if the person lived by a routine, pretty strict routine, really, every day do the same thing kind of deal, that even when they get kind of forgetful-ish, it'll be like automatic, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's probably true. I don't know if it is, but sounds right. But like, what am I supposed to be doing besides, thinking of writing my will up and finding any writings that I have around the house, insane writings and grocery lists that look like a lunatic wrote them. I should be ripping shit up. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see the ramblings of a crazy lady. You could be doing stuff like that, productive stuff. I mean, I don't even drink coffee every day. So like a routine, like I said, it's really tough for me, very tough. So I don't know. I ask people and they tell me, well, and they tell me like they'll list like a bunch of stuff that they've been doing. Oh, I cleaned the garage. I went to an appointment, went to a book club, made cookies for the cookie swap. Stuff. They do stuff like that, right? So I'm thinking, okay. So when they ask me what I've been doing, what can I tell them? I actually cooked myself a meal, which I'm proud of. I didn't eat a bag of chips for supper. I ate like a real, you know, adult type of person. You mean that? I cooked one day. I don't know. Went for a walk again. Same walk every walk. Took a walk. Okay, that's something. That's you know. I really searched my brain. Hmm. I try to hang on to the most exciting thing that might have happened to me in the last month and talk about that at length. I don't know what old people do. I'll say. I don't. I don't know. And this part sucks. All day doesn't feel as long as it used to. You know when you work and every second it's like a darn hour? And sometimes it's even worse than that, and you can barely hang on. It's not like that. No, for me anyway, because I haven't, I mean, I don't ask anybody this question because I don't know that I sound, I don't know how I sound when I say time just flies for me. It flies so much. I've noticed such a big difference. And that's really real. I really feel it. I don't really talk about how really that makes me go like crazy thinking about how fast it is. So I'm like, oh, days go by really fast. I don't know. Am I doing it wrong? Am I? I'm retired. Am I living my life the wrong way? Is there a good way right? There's no right or wrong. Yeah. I know that. Yeah. But I mean, like, what the hell? What the hell? I mean, I had a really good day today. I mean, I made brunch. You know, by the time I got around to cooking breakfast, it was brunch. And I did cook, so that's something. But that was good. I I talked to you the other day about my seeds I was getting from my tomato plants and my flower seeds. So I planted some plants in an egg container, some tomato plants, tomato seeds, so they can grow up into little baby plants and so forth. I can replant them. I'm getting all excited talking about it now. Breathe. Okay. So I put seeds inside the house, and then I opened up the flower seeds. There's like 90,000 seeds. So I put some in some pots I have around the house that already had plants they'll have to share. And I put some outside. And then, it started to rain. So there's that, which is fine. I'm going to throw some dirt out there outside. And I have some raised beds that need some tending to, and then get some seeds out there. And apparently I can do that right now. So as soon as it stops raining, whenever that'll be, have a few days of it. But when the next sunny, nice day comes along, I'll be doing that. That's something I can talk about. See? All right, talking about stuff. But, you know, the old people that I have talked to when I wasn't old, you know, prior to being old, when I talked to them, and I'm like, wow, you know, they tell me, oh, well, this one took a cruise, another one got into photography, somebody else is painting. So That's when I was working and I was listening to their stories. That's pretty cool. So that's where I got the idea that I'd be more, you know, interesting. Or do more. I don't know what I thought, to be honest. I didn't really think about it. I just thought I'd be working until I dropped dead right at work. Boom. Hopefully, I'd be very old, like in my 80s or 90s or whatever. I don't want, I mean, like, I never planned to retire whatsoever. Planning to be old. I mean, you want to, you know, but not that no, I didn't really plan on it. Let's say this. I didn't plan on what I'd be doing, obviously. I mean, okay, to give you an example, recently I was talking and I was getting very excited about things. And I said, I can't wait to see it 30 years from now. What is it going to be? And then the person acted like, and I was thinking, I won't be here. I mean, math is not my strong suit. I add 30 years to my age. No, I'm not going to be around. See it? Mm-mm. No, sir. Yeah. So I don't even think about it enough, maybe now. I'm like, holy shit. Things better happen that I want to see happen at a faster pace, maybe, or something. I don't, yeah. How is this happening? But everything, a lot of things that I thought I didn't want to happen to me, like I could feel my face, like soon as 30 hit, I could feel my face starting to sag already. And, I don't want to get wrinkles when I'm old. Nah, I won't, that won't happen to me. This, that, and that, and the other, that won't happen to me. Yeah, it all happens. So there's that. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Like now what? I don't know, but I guess whatever I think I want to do, I'm just going to start doing it right away, really fast, maybe. I don't know. So I've had, I've talked to young people, believe it or not, and the ones that I've gotten a chance to talk to for any length of time, all they are doing is working, 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 working. Do it now, work now, make money. Um, Hard workers. One guy, somebody I don't know, young guy. I Long story, I might as well tell it. I was getting a tow, and I was with the driver, and he was in his 20s, and he was working like, oh God, I don't know, 15-hour days, 7 days a week. I mean, I said, well, you gotta have fun. You gotta have no, nope, I can do that later. I can do that later. That kind of thing. I thought, damn, all right. And that was a while. And I thought, well, maybe he's just some kind of freaky kid. Then, perfect stranger in this case. hotel that I stayed at for a while. Got to know the kid, telling me his schedule, goes to school, works all night, da da da. I said, when do you have social life? Oh, my girlfriend and I had to break up. We were too busy. All right, that's wild. And so, believe it or not, since then, it just seems to be that these younger folks are so dedicated to getting, getting their lives in order. I tell you what, like I said this on one of the streams that I think you're really born with some sort of a personality that, develops, but because I worked with this young woman and she married her high school sweetheart and they're still in love. I know, I know what you might be thinking, but I've met a lot of people who did just that. So it does happen. And married the high school sweetheart. They didn't have a big wedding or anything like that because they wanted to save their money. They saved money even before they got married, and they bought a little piece of land, built a house. I'm telling you, work like crazy, work hard. I mean, oh my God. They had a girl and a boy. I mean, this is like such a wonderful. This is like one of those happy movies that I never like to watch, Hallmark or something. And but she happened to meet her true love, and you think, oh, they had parents that taught them right. No, no, it wasn't. It wasn't like that. Not that they didn't have they didn't have anything extra than anybody else had at all. I mean, not even. They they were just two responsible people. you know, I think, oh, when do you have fun? Fun, not so much, right? Um, so yeah, fun is a thing that people need to do more of, probably. If I had to say that nobody's going to ask me this question, what do you think people need to have? But I think I mean, I'm having fun. It's these little things in life that I have fun about, like when I put whipped cream in my coffee, I'm having fun doing that. So I know. And my lights in my house, I put purple. You know what I mean? Purple light bulbs. So, well, they can go many colors. Smart bulb with a remote. So cool. Got many bulbs like that around, and that's fun. Stuff like that. Little bits of fun every single day. I do have, but I mean, really, wow, things are serious. So, if there's anybody out there, anybody, eh, write a comment. Tell me what you do all day. Work. That's valid. Some people have fun at work. You can still have a little bits of fun at work, I guess. But if you don't go to work, what do you do all day? What do you do? And yeah, when you work, gee, wow, that's you know, that's that's a horrible thought. I don't like to work, really. I mean, If I have a choice to get up at the crack of dawn when I don't want to and do all everything that I don't want, you know what I mean? Like it's that. It's like, oh, if I could just do what I wanted to do. Well, I'm doing, I'm kind of doing that like every day, basically. Now, kind of, if you know what I mean. um, yeah, yeah, but I have been procrastinating quite a bit. So there's that. I've got to like not do that. I really don't procrastinate things that I like to do. Like, my seeds will go out. I mean, I won't plant them 5 months from now and wait for them to come up. Too late, right? So I mean, I'll do that. Like when I do taxes, oh God. I have a phobia of forms, formophobia. That's what I have. I'll procrastinate till the end of time. Oh my God. See, it's like, just the thought of it freaks me out. So any job that I have to do like that is waiting for me still. I just tell Alexa each day, remind me, da, 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 da. And then after that she reminds me the next day when I've told her to, I'll tell her to remind me the following day. So I have a list that keeps on going. And eventually, a deadline looms when you really have to do something. So there's that. So anyway, life is pretty wild. I mean, I'm thinking just the idea that, okay, I have some raised garden beds and I've always wanted some. And I have some now. Life is really, really, for me, it's been unpredictable the whole way through. That's why I'm so fascinated with my friend's story when, you know, she and her husband prepared for their married life and, they met each step of the way as expected. I never ended up where I ever would expect to be in my life. Never, never. I mean, wild imaginings could have never brought me to where I'm sitting here right now in front of this phone here. No way. I can't tell you how many times in my life that I've moved. I can't. I mean, it's beyond counting. you know, and only a couple of them I really planned out. The other ones I kind of had to do, not by choice, by jobs and stuff called me to do that. As I said, work was most of the time. My first and my last job were my best. So hey, enter the career, yahoo! Ended on a high note. In between, I got fired a lot. I never gelled with people. Some of them, I either did or I didn't. Some of them really didn't like me. I might as well tell the story because this was pretty wild. So anyway, I had to be a co-worker to this one person who I already knew and I was very friendly with. And I actually helped her so much that this one particular year, I worked with her a couple of years, and this one year I worked with her, um, I helped her out of a jam, let's say that. So anyway, this other year though, I had to be a close coworker with her in the same room. So I got the vibe she didn't like me. I don't always pick that up. You know what I mean? I really don't. I would have no idea, truthfully. Typically, I guess. So I don't think, I don't know. I just picked up a vibe anyway. And so I thought, oh, something's up. You know what I mean? So she was very passive aggressive. Right? I just went with I rolled with it and stuff. Hmm. But I didn't know one way or another if my vibes were true. I guess. Couldn't really tell until she flat out told me. So she she said, I have to apologize. I've been talking badly about you behind your back. See, she either thought I might have overheard, maybe, or she thought somebody'd rat her out. She'd been talking to our boss. I eventually got fired. I never did anything to be fired for, but she would say stuff about me. Like that part, I got fired for that reason. But nobody told me that outright because my boss said, I'm going to let you go. And then later when I talked to her, she said, "Oh, I'm so proud." She gave me a compliment. She said, I'm so proud of the way you handled things. Because she realized my coworker was bad mouthing me and it was just so bad. And she was bad mouthing to her, basically, obviously. And I got a good review. I mean, I had no trouble getting a new job or anything like that. It was just like a thing. You know? Can you imagine? So, oh, okay, I got to look for a job now, and I might as well move because I moved there for that particular job. Alrighty, perfect. So, so anyway, when this girl told me to my face, I felt like, wow, she is so brave. Oh, I mean, I try to like everybody, and there are people that, I like more than others, but I would never have the gonads to tell anybody to their face. Ever. And I said, oh, gee, don't worry about it. Thank you for telling me. I, s- I forgave her instantly. And that's all right. I mean, I didn't tell her. I kind of got the vibe and figured that was happening. Because, when I did walk in the room and she'd stop talking, stuff like that. I mean, you do eventually pick up on stuff. Eventually, you know what I'm saying? This one time too, she was so mean, like I said, passive aggressive. I locked myself out and she didn't let me in for like a couple of hours. Kind of, it was awful. And the people that, she had people on her side, nobody let me in. It was awful, really. They went to lunch and came back. They didn't like me. I don't know. Like I said, I wish I could tell you why. Maybe you can tell. I don't know. I don't know. Oh man. Well, I just walked in like, well, here I am. I'm back. Guess I'll have lunch now. you know, I just worked and came home. I'm, happy to, you got to survive. You got to eat. You got to work to eat and that kind of thing. So, hey, anyway. But anyway, further along down the line, like I said, the last job was like so great. So all is good that ends well. All's well that ends well. Yeah, like those old sayings that people don't say anymore. Like that. It feels like I've been talking like forever. I'm not bad, not bad. Anyway, it's crazy life, isn't it? Did you end up doing what you thought? Like What's up with you guys? All right. That's it for now, I guess. And I will see you shortly because I'm not getting any younger.